There's an excellent piece in the Daily Beast by our good friend Eli Lake and Josh Rogan. Obama offers a revisionist history of his administration's approach to Egypt, and this is what Obama does. What do we call it? Lies. President Obama said yesterday his government makes decisions on aid to Egypt based on that government's respect for democracy and the rule of law, but the record suggests otherwise. In nearly every confrontation with Congress since the 2011 Egyptian revolution, the White House has fought against restrictions proposed by legislators on the nearly $1.6 billion in annual U.S. aid to Egypt. Twice in 2 years, the White House and the State Department fought hard against the very sorts of conditions on aid that Obama claimed credit for this week. And when Mohamed Morsi, president of Egypt, used the power of his presidency to target his political opponents, senior administration officials declined to criticize him in public. Many close Egypt observers argue that the Obama administration's treatment of Morsi has been in line with the long-standing U.S. policy of turning a blind eye to the human rights abuses of his predecessor, Hosni Mubarak. But don't tell that to Obama. You know what he said yesterday? Quote, "The way we make decisions about assistance to Egypt is based on the fact and following the rule of law and democratic procedures." How about that? Obama has an affinity for the Muslim Brotherhood. As I say, he views them as the community organizers of the Middle East. And a guy who could sit in Bill Ayers' living room and launch his political career sitting next to a domestic terrorist, a guy who could spend 20 years in a church with that vile, disgusting Reverend Wright, a guy who would befriend the mouthpiece for Hamas, who became a professor at one of these schools in New York City, and on and on and on. I mean, Obama hung around people like this. Now they traipse through the White House. And then he tells the military, we're not going to continue our massive aid to you in Egypt, the military in Egypt, if you overthrow Morsi. That's because, you see, that was a democratic revolution. The Arab Spring. Now, I know the soap I've said before, Mr. Producer, the Irish Spring. There's Irish Spring soap. Is there Arab Spring soap, too? I doubt it. Because there is no Arab Spring. It's always winter in the Middle East. Always winter. Okay, do we have any more enlightened liberals here, Mr. Call Screener? No? I couldn't hear you. Say again? No. We're having a problem finding enlightened liberals, mostly because that's an oxymoron. But I will say this. The liberals hate nobody more than me. I don't know how it's possible, but I get under their skin more than anybody. Imagine that. I don't know why. I love everybody. I'm a man of great compassion. I asked a simple question, and apparently it's incredibly perplexing to the left. Why is July 4th important? We got the New Deal. We got some cuss words. I got some guy barely sober out of Louisiana. Is that the best we can do? We got one guy who wants to tell me July 4th is not about the Constitution. Well, July 4th, obviously, is about independence and the Declaration. But that said, it's about the Constitution, too, in the sense that all that flows from that is crucially important. But why do you liberals care anyway? You don't like the Constitution. You're busy fundamentally transforming. Or, what is it, transforming? Or, what is it, trans doing, whatever, when you move, transgendering, transforming, I don't know what the hell you're doing.